Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another day of the video diary. How's it going today? Today, I'm eating biscuits, which is why I can't talk. And it's also nearly bloody 1 o'clock again in the morning. And I've been terrible at vlogging, basically, because we haven't really been doing much. I've been spending time with Dad all day today. Obviously, it's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, Dad, if you're watching. And I got Dad, this was the thing I ordered on Amazon like a couple of days ago. This battery pack. It's a portable phone charger, a bit like the one I have, but chunkier. So it's like mine will only charge my phone twice, that will charge it like 8 times. So he can leave it at his desk at work so he doesn't have to go off and get plugs and stuff, and I'm the best. So yeah, I got him that, but otherwise, this morning I actually slept properly, boys and girls. I got up at, I don't know, there was a time my alarm went off. I think it was about 7, my alarm went off, and I quickly got up to turn it off, then went back to sleep, and I slept through till 10. Which means I slept for the first time in a goddamn long time. Didn't even wake up at 10. Dad came in and woke me up at 10 with a cup of tea. Because we were heading out. We went off to Nana's to say hello to them for a bit and stuff. But otherwise, we've just been literally bonding all friggin' day. It's been great. We went to Nana's. We were then looking at bikes for Dad. Dad's wants a bike so that he can go on bike rides to keep fit and stuff. So I was looking at bikes and stuff. We ended up going to Auntie Sue's and buying a bike off her because she has one that isn't. It was wrong, basically. Yeah, someone bought it for her, and it was a man's bike, not a girl's bike. She fell off it once, didn't like it, so Dad bought it. And then what? We then went to go and look at phones. Me and Dad we've got a lot to organise tomorrow, but we're up for our phone upgrade at some point this summer, and I'm trying to figure out what I want. It's between. I'll tell you what it's between. The Nexus 5. Which is nearly a year out of date now, or the new HTC One M8, and I just don't know what I want in my life. The idea of the Nexus and it being constantly updated is really, really freaking cool. It's also relatively cheaper and all that, the gubbins, but the M8 is also nice, but it's the closest thing to stock Android. I don't want a Samsung again. I don't particularly like the Sonys. I touched them, I went to the shop today to feel them, because obviously when we ring them up and we say, oh, can we have this or this, I was just going to get the Nexus 5 and the HTC One was my backup, but I actually really like the HTC One. I thought it would be too big, but it's actually quite nice. It's only a little bit bigger than my current phone, so I'm trying to figure out a phone upgrade. But we have a feeling that we might not be able to upgrade for like a month or two, in which case we're essentially waiting for the Nexus 6, which I do think is coming out. A lot of people have said that, tweeting people, someone said that there's rumours that they're going to get rid of it. I don't think they'll get rid of the Nexus line. They'll be fools if they get rid of the Nexus line. That's like Amazon getting rid of the Kindles, or taking the word Kindle off of their Kindle Fire lines. No one's going to buy a Kindle Fire if it wasn't called a Kindle Fire. But yeah, so that's the thing that I'm hankering my nose over. Is there any other phones I know that are out? I don't, because obviously there's this, I don't want an iPhone. I don't want the Samsung Galaxy S3. I looked at the Sony Z1s. Z1 is it? Or Z2? Was it 3? I looked at the LG G3. Oh no, they had an LG G2 in and stuff. But yeah, they're the main flagship ones that I'm like hankering my nose over. I'm thinking it's leaning towards the HTC One. If we're upgrading tomorrow, it'll be the HTC One. But if we're waiting, then we might end up having to getting close to getting the Nexus 6, hopefully. But yeah. Otherwise, what then happened, we came back here and I've been editing. I've been video editing all the goddamn day. It's been great. I finished after lots freaking hours, basically, of doing the end screen for the Minecraft series that's going to be launching. I've decided it's going to be launching depending on an experiment that I'm doing. It's either going to be launching around about the 10th of July, or the start of July, 1st of July. I can't decide which date. It's based on this experiment I'm running. But yeah, I've fully exported it now. I've got an exported end screen and stuff, and I'm currently running the experiment on the first episode. I wanted to upload a preview, like teaser trailer of the end screen alone. That sounds really strange, doesn't it? So I'm going to try and push together a teaser trailer kind of thing, and then give it an end screen, and then you can see my end screen. I'm really proud of my end screen. I think it's really freaking cool. But yeah, so yeah, the experiment I'm doing is, as I'm building the end screen and stuff, it's got like previews, I guess, of some of the old videos. So when I'm linking to people's channels and stuff, it's got a preview of a daily vlog, it's got a preview of the main channel, and obviously it's going to be the same preview on every single episode because it's all pre-recorded and stuff. But I could technically update it each time if I really wanted to. But it makes no sense because I'm going to be uploading in about a month's time. I want to get a big chunk of them rendered and ready to go as soon as possible. But as I was doing this, Mike sent me a copy of one of his videos on his channel so that I could do that, and it was a 1080p file, and I put it into the editor, and the editor runs super slow, ridiculously slow, and I was like, what the hell's going on? And I had to take that 1080p file, put it into Movie Maker, convert it to 720p, and then bring it back, and then it run fine. And I'm trying to figure out why that is. Either that video editor is just terrible at running 1080p files. That is a possibility. Or it doesn't like WMVA files, which is what that file was, and that was the reason, in which case converting down to 720p did nothing. It was more the fact that it was turned to an the MP4 file. So what I'm doing is I'm rendering out a 1080p, 100% 1080p file of the whole video with the face cam and the end screen. But as that's running, that has almost taken 5 hours to export, which is ridiculous. That is a ridiculous amount of time, but it's something I'll live with if it's the best thing I have. If this 1080p is not done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the main footage, because it converts to the main footage's thingy, take that, convert it to 720p, pop it back in again, redo it, redo the same thing again, and export to 720p with the face cam. If the time it takes to downscale the original footage to 720p and then add the FaceTime and add the thingy cam is drastically reduced compared to just exporting 1080p, and the quality isn't too bad. I know things can get bad when you start exporting from one place, putting it into another place, then I will go with that one, and failing that, the other option is run 1080p from Movie Maker and drop the face cam. Now I've got the end screen, it'll work fine. But from what I can tell, the program will, because the final what was it? The end screen rendered quickly. Obviously it's only like 30 seconds long, but it didn't render in like 5 minutes. It rendered in about a minute. So that doesn't scale to 4.5 minutes, which is why I'm thinking that it's more the fact that it's going to 1080p that's causing the issues, or there is a 1080p file in it that's causing the issues, as opposed to something else. So I'm doing an experiment basically. I'm making a judgment call whether one this program can output at the quality that Windows Movie Maker does, and to be honest with you, Windows Movie Maker quality is top-notch shit. And if it can do that, then can I realistically render all of them? Because I can render out a video every single day and just leave Atlas running for 5 hours. It's really strange, it's not using any of my processor power. It's using like 10% processing power, and I assume it's using my video card. But Atlas doesn't feel stressed by it. She's just chugging away very, very, very friggin' slowly. So I'm making a deliberate thingy call here, whether it's worth running Atlas every single day, rendering out these videos in advance for you, whether that's worth it just for the FaceTime. If I can save some time by dropping down to 720p, I don't really watch videos in 1080p. I always watch them 720p. So I'm more than happy to drop down from 1080p to 720p for that reason. And if both of those don't work, and I can render these videos out like a million times faster and for good quality without the FaceTime in Movie Maker, then I might have to do that, but I don't really want to. But otherwise, while that was rendering, I started it at 8 and it still hasn't finished. While that was rendering and stuff, me and Dad went to play snooker, and we played 2 games. I won the first one because I got into his head, and he was getting annoyed at himself because he couldn't beat me. And the second one, I took I was like 20 points behind at the start, and it went to the black ball game, and then I missed it. Damn, I was going for a pot that was a little bit, I should have played safe really, but I was going for a pot that was going, there was a pretty risky pot, but I was pretty confident it would go in if I hit it right, but then I miscued it and it went, so yeah, but it was a good game. And otherwise came back, been watching Orange is the New Black upstairs, what has been watching football. I'm watching Big Brother down here, and that's that really. Waiting for this video to render. so I can test its quality, give Atlas a break. I'll test its quality and stuff probably tomorrow. To be fair, I'm just waiting for it to finish. And then if it's good, we'll see. That's the thing. Tomorrow I'm at work 2 till 10, so that's not very good. And in the morning we're going to be very busy because we've got to organise a lot of things. We've got to organise our phones. I've got to organise internet for my house next year. We've got to organise the van to take us down to my house. And we've got to... What is that? Can't read Dad's writing. Something, some stuff. I don't know. Who knows? We've got lots to do, and then I've got to go to work from 2 till 10. But yeah, and then we're going to see Lovely again on Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to that. Basically, I'm just looking forward to Tuesday, and we get to go to my old school, which I'm excited about, to go and find out what all the gossip is at my old place, because apparently it's not doing too well. And that's on Tuesday as well. So yeah. Otherwise, though, we're only back for 3 more weeks. Isn't that crazy? I need to find out what my work shifts are for next week. I'm Lovely staying over this weekend. I have a feeling she won't be able to stay over the next weekend as well. Which would be really freaking cool. Dad's not around, because he might be going to Norfolk again, I think. I don't know. Who knows? I was just earwigging. I'll catch you later.